Hello and welcome back to Mercury Farms. So on today's episode, we own two fields here. We own field 10, which, if I bring up the map, field 10 has sugar beet. So we're just going to plow that one in. We don't have the equipment to harvest sugar beets, so we're not going to worry about that one. So we're just going to plow that field in. We also have field 21. Now field 21 has wheat, but if we go over and look at field 21, which is just over this way, you will see that it is full of weeds. So let's jump over the fence and we are going to get into our little tiny tractor here. And we're going to put our drill away, our seeder drill, whatever you want to call it. We'll put it in the shed here with the sprayer that we're going to grab now in a second. Now, we're not going to be able to turn very good. There's a lot of weight on the front of this tractor now. Okay, so now we need to... This is not going to go over very well either, but we'll get it done. So yeah, it's way heavy for the front because there's stuff in it. So let's sort of kind of drag it on the ground. And see if we can back in and get the other part. Hopefully that'll put us in the upright position. This is full of fertilizer. There we go. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to drop this fertilizer off over here, out of the way. And we are going to head to the shop because we need to get some herbicide. Now, is that front up or down? I think it's... Let's raise that up. So we can't go too fast in this because it is too big for this tractor, but it's all we can do right now. We'll have to make do with it. Then we'll come back and we'll spray our field with herbicide to get rid. Maybe I'll move that down and get it out of the way while we're driving. Spray our field with herbicide to get rid of the weeds because I say it is going to be ready to harvest very soon. Now, if time permits, I would also like to be able to fertilize it, but we'll see what happens now. Let's get up to the shop here. Alright, let's go in and purchase some herbicide. One will be fine. It's only one field. And I'm probably going to place it in the back one. Or I should place a little bit in the back and a little bit in the front. Just so that way we level it off, so we don't have all the weight on one area. So the bit in the front now is going to act as a as if we got a weight on. So we have 2,000 liters of herbicide. That should do. Later on, we'll need to purchase a medium-sized tractor, and we'll use the medium-sized tractor for this implement, the sprayer. It's just we only got 2 tractors at the moment, and we'll have to make do with what we have. Now, also, if you remember on the last... I'm not sure if it was the last... No, it wasn't the last episode, because the last episode we were just doing fertilizing contracts. But on the episode before that, we were doing our harvesting contracts. And we were having an issue with that header that's on the harvester there. So I'm looking at... I don't know if I'm going to replace the whole harvester and header, or are we just going to go purchase a new header. We'll see how we make out and what we can sell and... So let's just pop out here for a second and we'll get into our field here and get this sprayed. Get in position and we're ready to go. Now let's lift that up. Let's lift up our boom so it's not on the crop. Try putting it in forward. I'm just going to zoom out a bit here so I can make sure I get the boom, so I can see, make sure I get everything. Lift the front up. So yeah, this field is on its last stages of growth, so we'll try to get the herbicide done, and if time permits, we will get another layer of fertilization put down, so we'll have to fertilize it. We do have some fertilizer that we just dropped off over in our yard there, so we can just run over quickly and fill up again, but hopefully it don't change over ready to harvest until we get a chance to fertilize. Now, I should be shutting it off as I'm backing up in that. It's just wasting it. What time of the day? It's 11:39 in the morning. As you can tell, I got another mod too, which shows you if you got an implement on, like a front loader or even this boom. So if I go to the back implement, it don't do it, but it does it on the front. So right now it's telling me that my front tank is 0.61 meters off of the ground. So that's going to come in handy when you're using a wheel loader and that. So it'll give you a reference to where it is on the ground, like the height of it and all that in meters. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm pretty sure there is a way to disable it. If it gets in the way and I don't want to have it there, I can disable it. But I'll leave it there for the time being. This tractor does not use diesel exhaust fluid, so it don't use the AdBlue, so we don't have to worry about it in this one. Now our John Deere does use it, so we got to keep an eye on that. And I also believe the harvester uses it as well. You can look at the wheat and it's almost like it's just about to change. So I'll try to get this done as quickly as I can, rush over to the farm, grab the fertilizer, and hopefully it don't change over before we get back. Now, one more should do it. Yep. So, let's get back as quick as we can. It's just only over there. Hopefully it don't change. Maybe if we keep looking at it, it won't. But if you turn your back, you never know. Alright, let's quickly drop off our herbicide. And get some fertilizer in. All right. Oh, plane flying over. Someone must be out doing some crop dusting. Look how nice them sunflowers look. Alright, so while that's unfolding, I just want to go in and make sure. See, there's no... Not fertilized, not one bit. So hopefully we can get one lever down. At least we get one level down, it'll help with the yield. So, as quick as possible, let's get it in before it switches over on us. That's the thing, you know, we got to keep up. I know I got a lot of contracts, but I have been neglecting this field. So, for now on, when we got a field in, it's our field first, because this is, you know, we do make good money on contracts, but like this is where we make most of our money, is on our own fields, because every bit of the field that we sell is ours. So I want to make sure that I start following all of the procedures to do it. So like when we get ready to do our next crop now, we're going to plow it, lime, weed it, fertilize it twice. I really hate those fence posts. Come on. Yeah, now there is a place over at the shop where we can go over and click and it removes all the fence posts. I may even do that yet. I think it keeps the hedges up, but it removes the... There's posts in the hedges themselves, and I think it gets rid of them. Now, I'll still act as if the hedges and all that have collisions on them, even though they won't, but... I mean, if it's not your property, you wouldn't drive through someone else's hedge anyway, so... So it looks like we'll get one layer of fertilization done on this field. Just zoom out now so I can see where we went up the last time. We must have had a little bit left in the back there, so it used that up. Come up this way now. Overlap it a little bit, don't matter. Now I'm hoping this will count as a fertilization where it is so close to it switching over to being ready to harvest. But we will find out in due course. You can see it's starting to slowly turn yellow. But I think we'll get it completed. Now I am overlapping, but that's only going to make sure that we do get it all. And what I'll do is when I just get up here now, I'll have a look and see if we missed any spots. I'm not really worried about the edges, the corners. Alright, let's have a look. So there's a little bit over on the edge there, so we'll run over and grab that right quick. It's probably around this area. Alright, that's good enough. So now, while I got the fertilizer sprayer still on this tractor, I know we have a contract in field 38. to fertilize, so we'll go up and get that done now. Now I think the best way to get to field 38 is go back to the farm. And we'll go up this trail right here. This will bring us up to field 38. Now I believe this is our last fertilizing contract. And then the rest of the contracts that we have are all harvesting. Here's field 38 right here. Alright, let's get this field done. This will bring in some more income. Now, I think the rest of our contracts are all... Just let me put this on a worker for a moment. Don't really want to do that, but I just want to go in and have a quick look at our contracts. So it's all harvesting except for this field 38. Now let's see if there's any more harvesting that we can pick up that our header can do. So we can get that one. Corn header, we can pick up this one. No. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So, all we got left now is harvesting contracts. Then we're slowly going to get into plowing and cultivating and all them contracts. So that's good. So let's take it off the worker and continue doing this ourselves. Overlap it, make sure we get it all. Hopefully now when we get this done and we get back to our farm, our field will be ready sometime today to harvest, hopefully. But if not, I know the field next to ours, I think it's field 25. We have a contract on that one to harvest that field. And I believe it's... I'm not sure what field it is. Can't remember. I know it's not soybean. Maybe... Yeah, we'll find out when we go down there. I'm not quite sure what field it is. How are we doing on fertilizer? We got 56% left in the back tank, so we should be fine. Go back this way. It's probably better to go the long ways. So I think this contract just gives us over, I think it's like 1,200 pounds. So what we're going to do next, now once I get this contract done, we're going to go and see what we're going to do with that header. What I might do is I might even just sell the header, sell the harvester, because I'll always like to get a header that matches the harvester. Alright, that's finished, so we can fold up and let's get back to the farm. And check on our field, see how it's making out. Okay. Let's lower that front boom so we can see where we're going. So I'm slowly getting more used to the map and where all the fields are, but as time goes on I'll know them all. Looks like our field has switched over. Or that could be field 25. We'll just park this behind the shed for now. Now let's just run over to field 21 there and see. Well, look at that, it did. It is ready to be harvested. So I'm going to jump in the harvester here. And we're going to go over to the shop and see what we're going to do about a header. Just this one is a bit finicky and we're losing crop because of it, I think, so... Now we're getting close to the roads. We'll turn on our beacon here. No cars coming. I know I never saw any, so I'll just go on out. To be honest, I'd like to get a class harvester. Probably a 670. But we got to see how much we're going to get for selling this equipment. I even know where the shop is now. I'm not driving past it anymore. No, I'm not even going to try to race that cement truck. But I will go now. So we still got solid fertilizer there, and we also have some more herbicide that's left there. No, not herbicide, that's liquid fertilizer. Alright, let's go in and see what they're willing to give us for used equipment. Even though we just purchased... no, that header's not quite on there, so... I know the header's definitely going. We're going to repair it. So we sell that, we get 175,000. I'm going to sell it. So we have 262,000 pounds. Now let's go see what we can get. I'm going to look at the harvesters first. 210. And it's 11,000 liters. And it does more crop too. So 210. So we'll put a nice logo on it. Number 1. And we'll go with crawler tracks. So yeah, we'll buy that. Now we need to get a header for it. Yeah. Got one there that's 13 meters. No, that's too big. That one's 6 meters. That one's 7 meters. That one's 12 meters. So we'll probably go with the C600. I thought there was a better one there than that, though. That's a 750 for 31. And how much was the 600? Like, look at that one. That's only 19. That's a 9 meter header there. 42. Go with that one. It's a 6 meter for 12.5. It's either that one or this one. That's a 7 meter. I'll go with this one. How are we doing? We need a header trailer. I hope we got enough. $4,000 for that one. But I think there is one for the 600. We can go with that one. I think I'll go with this one here. And we'll go with the wider tires. Bye. There we go. So now we got a lot of work to do. We got to make some money to be able to pay for all this stuff. So I'm going to move the header trailer over. Just to give us some room to put the header on. Now the only thing I'm worried about is if we put that on, are we going to be able to take it back with the harvester? Well, only one way to find out. It's not on perfect, but hopefully it'll stay on so I can get it back to the farm. Maybe if I hit it from this side. Just see if I can tip it over. Bring it over just a little bit. No, it's stuck onto it. And it's not going to go under. Okay, we'll have to drive back to the farm and come over with a tractor and pick it up. This is not a bad little harvester. Got a nice radio there in it. Got all of our screens that we need. And it travels so fast. I'm so used to playing on the bigger maps with the modded tractors and that the speed, I'm not used to the slow speeds anymore. But this is the way it is. Now we'll grab our John Deere and we'll run over with the John Deere and pick up the header and bring it over, and we'll start harvesting our field. Now we have nothing to pick up straw at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay a straw swath down, and what we'll have to do is hopefully by the time we sell our crop and do some contracts, we'll be able to afford to get a loading wagon. Alright. Actually, I might as well bring this up to the field. Oh, watch out, don't scratch it. It's brand new. Bring this up to the field and get it ready. And when I go pick up the header, we'll just drop the header in here. So I've been messing around with my mic settings, so hopefully my voice is a bit louder than what it has been on some of my recent videos. Now let's run back to the farm. I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm going to run across our crop. Yeah, fertilized 50%, ready to harvest. Who owns it? We do. Now jump the barbed wire fence. Now where's our John Deere? I think it's in the shed. Well, someone doing some logging. Now hopefully we'll be able to hook on to it with the tractor. So that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to cart the header around with one of the tractors. Probably the smaller one mostly. But look how nice it looks there in our field. Yeah. Hopefully no one's coming around the corner. So yeah, basically what I did there is I probably put it back too far because I was trying to accommodate so it would get underneath the harvester to hook up. But we're not going to be able to do that, so I'll just drive it around with a tractor. No one coming. Now hopefully this header works better than the last. Okay, there's our turnoff. I'm going really fast, so I hope the header's still on the back and the trailer. So I'll get this field started, then I'll get a headland or two in. Then we'll probably put it on a worker so I can run down and grab the trailer with this tractor. Now we'll put the header in here. Try to keep it in as close to the fence as possible. Drop it there. That'll do. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Okay, so I'll put it this way, and we're going to have to jump out. Let's get it hooked up to the harvester, and then we'll move it out of the way. Now I believe this header that we got now, I think it's smaller than the last one we had. But you know what? As long as it cuts, that's all I care. Now let's just get this tractor up here out of the way. Because I know we have this field next to us to do as well. We have to do that in a contract. Alright, let's go in and get this started. I should have no trouble going through here. Now we need to start unfolding everything. And we are starting our first harvest. There we go. So we got a nice straw swath going. Not much room in this field at all. But we'll get it done. So hopefully, by harvesting this field, doing another harvesting contract. We did a fertilizing contract and all that. Hopefully by the end of this we will be able to purchase a loading wagon. It'll be a cheap one of the cheaper ones, something affordable. It's not going to hold a lot. I mean, if we got to take 2-3 trips to sell it, so be it. But I know it's going to be cheaper than buying a baler. Like, I think a baler is going to cost anywhere from 70 to 80,000 pounds. But that's something we can have a look at now when we get this completed. So we'll get to the end over here. Then what I'll do is I'll put it on a worker so we can run down and grab our tipper. Now the capacity on this I think is 11,000 liters, so we're good for a little bit yet. It would be nice to have more than 11,000 liters of wheat. That would be really good. I mean, I'm trying, like I said, with this series here, I'm trying to basically do everything on camera. You guys see everything. Now, if I'm doing a harvest on a field or whatnot, would you guys prefer a time lapse, or would you rather just go the way we're going? I mean, let me know in the comments below, and I'll take your suggestions for sure. All right, let's jump out. Let's the worker get on with that field, and we are going to go get the tipper. Now, hopefully I left enough room for the worker not to get confused, but we won't be very long going down and getting that. Here we are. Now they do have another mod I was looking at getting, and that's the manual attach. So basically, like right now I just hit a button and it attaches it from in the cab, but the manual attach, as you all know, you have to jump out and attach it yourself. So I might actually get that mod and bring into this series. I think that'll be a great addition. Now let's go down and see how... Yeah, he missed a little bit there, but that's not too bad. We're going to take over now anyway. I told him thank you, we're grateful. He did a good job. But he's driving in the field and he's losing crop. And we can't have that. We need every bit of crop we can get. So we'll have to go in after and look and see where the best sell point for wheat is at the moment. So yeah, this is going to take a little while, so what I will do, I will time lapse the harvests and stuff like that. It's only a quick time lapse. I won't do no jump cuts or nothing, but I will do a time lapses in it. I mean, it's only a quick time lapse, so listen to a little bit of music. So I'll get this field finished, and then we'll go and find the best place to sell it, and we'll get it sold off. Okay, we're back. Not much left of this field. We just about got it done. So once we get this field completed, we'll find the best place to sell it. Now, normally you would hold on to your crop until a good price came up, but right now we don't have nowhere to store it, so we have no other choice but to sell it. So we'll just find who has the best price on the map at this time, and we'll sell it there. Now later on down the road, when we can afford it, we will have a silo that we can store our crop, and at least that way we'll be able to hold on to the crop and more or less negotiate prices with people until their prices are what we want to sell our crop at. Just right now, I need the tipper, I need the harvester to complete contracts, so yeah, I can always go over and throw it on the ground, but we don't have a shed really good enough to do that in, and we don't have the equipment to pick it up when we need to put it in the tipper to go sell it when the price is right. So yeah, for the time being, right now we're just going to sell it off. So we never quite got 2 full harvest loads, harvest combine loads, whatever you want to call it. But we got quite a bit. So over in the tipper right now there's 11,000 liters, and we'll probably have over, well, we'll have over another 8,000 liters going in, so almost 20,000 liters of wheat. Then we got to find some way to pick all this straw up, and then we can sell the straw as well. No sense of keeping the straw right now because we don't need it for any animals, and it'll probably be a while before we do get animals. And to be honest with you, the first animal I think I'm going to bring into our farm is sheep, and sheep, you don't require straw, so no sense of keeping it around. I think sheep is probably one of the easiest animals to tend for sheep and chickens. And they're probably the 2 animals we're going to get in first. I think all you need with the sheep are grass or hay, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I've known to be wrong before many occasions, so my wife has told me. So don't quote me on it. Okay, let's get this into our tipper and we'll get this off to the best sell point. So now while that's emptying, we're going to go in and have a look. So right now, the livestock market is the highest. So that's where we will be going. Now, the livestock market, I believe, is down by the animal dealer. It is right here. So that's where we're going to head to. So the harvester's empty. What we're going to do is I'm just going to fold it up right now in case it rains. It's not showing rain in the forecast, but just in case. And I'm going to bring it over here because we actually have a contract in this field. So that's where we're going to be using the harvester next. Oh, I jumped on the tractor. Okay, let's get over and get this sold and see how much money we make. Now we can take the back routes over, and I think that's what I might do, just so we don't have to deal with traffic out on the main road. But it's probably just as easy to go out on the main road. No, I can't. I can't get out that way. Yeah, we'll just take the main road. I'm still not totally used to the map yet. One of these days I'll just have to come in and we'll just drive around the whole map just to see where all the fields are, and we'll call it like we're prospecting for new land on where we want to buy our new fields. So we got 19,354 liters of wheat. Enjoy this long drive across the country. Across the countryside, people out having some hot dogs and hamburgers by the look of it. Out walking around, lots of traffic on the road. And a lot of crops need to be harvested. I guess I got a lot of them in my on my work schedule. Okay, we're almost there. I think it's just down the road here a little ways. See some of the factories down there, smoke coming out of the chimneys. Livestock market. I guess they need some wheat for the animals. Alright, I don't need it. I just need to tip it to the side. You don't have access to this land. This is where I need to sell it. No, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not right on the trigger, so let me back up. And I'll move out a little bit. There we go, that should be better. Now, hopefully we make quite a bit. 8,177 pounds. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So now, straw don't sell for a lot anyway. Now, I guess the straw sale point is going to be here too, by the looks of it. Now I only see bales. I hope they take cut stuff, because I don't think I'm going to be able to afford a baler. I'm probably not even going to be able to afford a forge wagon for a while. Going to have to get a couple of contracts in. Now, we did complete the fertilizing contract. We'll get that money very shortly. Now, we don't have no trees on our land, but if we did, I can go out and purchase a chainsaw for a couple of £100, and we could have cut some logs down and sold them off. But the few trees we got on our land, they're not the easiest to cut. So I prefer to stay away from that. Unless I want to get into forestry, I'll purchase part of a forest. We'll have to purchase some land with forest on it so we can cut it down, and we can either grow trees back there, or we can get rid of the stumps and put a crop there. Just think though, like you see all the woods around here, and one time this was all forest land, I would say, and people came in and done just that. They cut the trees down, took the stumps up, and opened up the field to make property, build houses, farmland, everything. Alright. Just stop here at the farm. Now, I just want to go in and just have a look at the brochure from the shop. And I just want to see how much it's going to cost if we were to purchase a baler. So let's see what the cheapest one is. It's going to be a round baler. So we got one there for £49,000. A bale collector. Okay, that's a collector. Yeah, see, they're all expensive. Got another one there for $49,500. Now, we do have a class for £35,000. That looks like it. Okay, well, we can get these here. These are cheaper. Like, they're only £11,000. Okay, so if we go this way, we can get one for £11,000. And it'll make a nice round bale. Now let's go in and have a look at a loading wagon. And the cheapest loading wagon is $46,000. I don't think we have anything cheaper. We have this one here, but I'm not going to use it. And as you can see wide, it holds 100,000 liters. That's not realistic at all. And we have this one here. This one holds 8,000. A forage wagon collects grass, hay, or straw. It can also be filled with chaff. $480. Now you're telling me that holds 8,000 liters? I don't think so. So we won't be using that either. So this is something that we'll have to get down the road. We can't afford it right yet, so we may have to. If I lease it, it'll cost me £2,346 to lease. So maybe that's an option we can look at as well. We can probably lease it. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video today. And that's our crop there. It's finished. We just got to collect the straw. And that's going to make a nice thumbnail. I'll come down this way a bit. Get a nice thumbnail for the video. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'm really enjoying this series. If you guys are enjoying this series as well, just leave a comment in the description below, in the comments below. If you like the video, click on that like button. Click on the thumbs up button. You know, I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, you can always hit that subscribe button if you'd like. And the bell there is for all the notifications. You all know the drill. So, seeing we got this field done, we got our field completed and sold. On our next episode now, we'll look at some way of picking this straw up and selling it. And we'll get back at our contracts. So, I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.